Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Did you feel it? A 3.2 magnitude earthquake rattles and shakes homes all across Metro Detroit. The Local 4 newsroom flooded with phone calls tonight after that earthquake was felt downriver and in Monroe County.
Many saying they heard a loud boom right before their home started shaking. Our Mara McDonald has reaction from homeowners, but let's start with Andrew Humphrey with where this earthquake hit. Andrew.
Well, Jason and Kimberly, it is centered right in western Lake Erie, right off the coast of Monroe County. Here's a map close up and personal for you. That red dot right there, that's where the epicenter was. Just about 2 miles to the south-southeast of Detroit Beach, that's in Monroe County, or about 4 miles away from the city of Monroe. It was a 3.2 magnitude earthquake, which in the grand scheme of things means it's a weak to light earthquake, but we rarely have earthquakes here in Detroit or southeast Michigan anyway. But it was certainly felt and it was registered by the seismograph over in Ann Arbor. That little blip that you see right in the middle of your screen right here, that's an indication of the earthquake that did happen earlier this evening. And here's a map of where it was felt. As far north as Waterford and Sterling Heights, even some folks felt it as far away as Port Huron and in southern Ontario, as far west as Adrian, Ann Arbor, and in northwest Ohio. And it looks like it was just one earthquake that occurred. It wasn't followed by additional ones, at least none that have occurred so far. That's the latest on the earthquake that occurred this evening. Back over to you.
All right, Andrew, and part of that epicenter of this quake is a neighborhood in Monroe.
Our Mara McDonald is live at Detroit Beach. Mara, did homeowners know what was going on down there?
Kimberly, let's just say it has not been a standard Friday night in the Detroit Beach neighborhood, that is for sure. They tell me when things started rumbling around here, their first thought was, well, we're close to Fermi. Could that be it? Then somebody thought they heard, well, perhaps there was a plane crash. Nope. Welcome to the epicenter. Dustin Deal and the rest of his neighbors sure felt it.
We just heard the noise and then the rumbling, and then we went to the backyard and tried to figure out what was going on.
Dustin's not the only one. From downriver to Monroe, people felt the earth move.
My cabinets rattled. I thought a big truck had driven down the street or maybe pulled up into my driveway. It was something else.
When me and my mom both looked at each other and felt a shake, and my dogs jumped up. We thought each other got hurt or dropped something, and we figured out it was probably an earthquake.
It shook the house. It was a low rumbling sort of sound for a second, but not unlike when they had broke the concrete earlier in the week.
Back live. So luckily there was no damage reported here in Detroit Beach or anywhere for that matter. And you know, we traveled around quite a bit tonight looking for people who had seen something, had felt something, maybe had some video, you know, from the Ring doorbell of the house moving. And interestingly, not everybody felt this. For example, we were in downtown Trenton. They tell us they didn't feel a thing. We're live at Detroit Beach in Monroe tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Okay, Mara, thanks. And our coverage of tonight's earthquake continues on clickondetroit.com, where we have a breakdown of the past earthquakes felt in Michigan, including the most powerful back in 1947. It's all right there on the homepage. Well, today, the state reporting 374 new cases of coronavirus with 10 additional deaths.
While those new cases are the lowest we've seen in weeks, the state says that number is likely to increase due to an issue with its reporting system. Other headlines: 3 local businesses are among 6 in Michigan fined by the state for not following workplace safety protocols related to COVID-19. They include United Shore Financial in Pontiac, which had an outbreak of more than 50 cases, as well as a UPS distribution facility in Livonia and a Speedway gas station in Waterford. All 3 were fined between $6,000 and $7,000. And the Detroit Lions announced today their first 2 home games will be played without fans in attendance. Those games are September 13th and October 4th. Ford Field parking lots, by the way, also will be closed, so no tailgating.
People in an Eastside neighborhood are demanding action. It comes just days after an 8-year-old little girl is killed by a speeding car on Connor Street. They say they see drivers speeding every day, and they want the city to do something before another child is killed. Larry Spruill is live tonight. Larry, you witnessed the speeding cars yourself.
We did, Kimberly. All night tonight, cars have been speeding down Connor Street here, really using it as a raceway, and neighbors say they don't care how fast they're going. And tonight, they are begging the city to take action before another child is killed.
When I come outside, it's like the scene is just replaying from when I came out and seen it actually happening. That's all I see when I come outside.
It's a tragic and brutal scene Jashara Hill cannot erase from her mind. Little 8-year-old Lauren Johnson lying on the ground, helpless.
Body all just twisted, bones broken. It was a very sad moment.
Hill is pregnant and says they were getting ready to celebrate her baby shower when little Lauren and Lauren's mother, who is her best friend, were hit by a speeding car Sunday afternoon right outside of her home here on Connor Street on Detroit's east side.
Not even 5 minutes, and there was a young lady. She was only 16 years old, flying up the street, doing like 80 up the street.
That's why this neighborhood is demanding action.
We need speed bumps, and we've been needing speed bumps for years because it's a park down the street, so cars come flying up and down the street all day.
Larry Spruill is live in the neighborhood where it happened.
My photographer Nick and I witnessed the problem ourselves Thursday night during my 6 o'clock live report. Right now, police are saying a car sped by us. Friday, we saw several cars speeding by, one after another. I reached out to the city. A spokesperson sent me this statement. It says, "Our hearts go out to young Lauren's family at this painful and difficult time. Speeding in neighborhoods has been a problem for many years, and we have received thousands of requests for speed cushions since we began installing them 2 years ago. This year alone, we are installing more than 1,200 speed cushions at 800 locations and are evaluating this stretch of Connor for possible speed cushions in the near future. We hope that seeing the tragic consequences of driving recklessly in neighborhoods will move speeders to slow down and drive more responsibly." And as for Lauren's mother, she is recovering right now, but she is also taking time. It will be a long road to recovery. She's trying to stay strong for her little son, who is still alive. We're live on the Detroit East Side tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
Thoughts go out to her tonight. All right, Larry, thanks.
A 15-year-old boy is in critical condition after bullets came flying into his bedroom. It happened at a home right near Mack on the border between Detroit and Grosse Pointe Park. The family says the boy was playing video games when he was hit 3 times, only he didn't even know it at first and walked out of his room to tell his grandfather he was in pain.
He went down because he lost it then because he was shot in his pelvis. My niece was there too. She kneeled down to him, and when she kneeled down, she's right here with her hand. Felt the wetness, pulled her hand out. He's hit. I'm hoping for him to get better and pull through this and be able to have the abilities that he had before.
Detroit police officers spent the day canvassing that neighborhood. The investigation into the shooting is still ongoing.
A woman crashes her car into a Mount Clemens, Coney Island. Police say the woman accidentally pressed the gas instead of the brake. She also hit a parking meter and tree before ending up inside Gumbo's, Coney Island. Cell phone video here shows the damage. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Still ahead, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's first joint interview.
What former Vice President Biden had to say about the federal government's coronavirus response and what he would do differently.
Oh my God!
A young business owner was trapped by a powerful storm. What he went through as he watched his own business being torn apart.
But first, a search and rescue operation underway right now to find 4 missing workers following a massive explosion. That's next.